Hello and welcome to Baby Steps in Create Studio 3, part 34, the hands assets. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 3.4.3 of Create Studio 3. Right, let's get on with it. Let's scroll over to the new projects tabs with our cursor and just click on either one of those. So just left click and it'll take you to the canvas. There's the canvas. And we're going to go right over to the left hand side again, and where it says background, we're going to click on that, the left mouse button again. We're going to click on the scroll bar and drag it down until we get to the background I want, which is going to be the antiques background. Left click and hold and drag it onto the scene and drop it there, right? Now what I need to do is I need to make it a bit bigger than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this little circle, which is on the first scroll bar thing there. I'm going to push that across to the left. And then as you can see, it's made it much bigger area for the timeline, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the end of this asset, which is the image of the background, right? And I'm just going to click on it with the left mouse button because it's got those two arrows facing opposite directions to each other, right? And I'm going to take it between the 12 and the 14, so roughly around 13 and there, right? Okay. Next, I want to put that back to the way it was, so it's back to normal. So I'll take that back to the right like that. So there we go. Maybe just take it back a little bit. So it's on 10, right? I'm going to also right click on the image asset here, the element I mean, rename it. That was a right click, right? So, and then I'm going to put BG for background, right? And then click on it again, like that, and go right click, lock, right? So I right clicked it twice, and first time I changed the name, second time I locked it, okay? But now it's locked, you can't move it, right? So that's useful, right? Next, I'm going to go off the background, so I'll go left off there. See, it says that left arrow at the top left corner. Click on it, and now I want to go onto the media, which is the one right in the corner, that icon there, which is like a folder. Click on that, and I've already downloaded from Vecteezy into my global folder, so I'm going to left click on there, and you can see I've got 4 assets here I want to put on, which are films and videos, right? So here's the first one, right? So I want to make sure they're not too long, make sure they're about 13 or just under. It doesn't matter if they're under, it's they're over, I've got to worry about. Put the next one on. Doesn't matter about the size at the moment on the screen, it matters about how long they are on the element. Them are not too bad, them are okay. Next one, put that one on. Let's just check that one. Can't see that one again going across. Oh, that one's too long by a mile. I want to cut it about there on the 13. Let's just cut that there and remove that by right clicking. Right, so what I did was I left clicked on the cut when it was selected and it cut it into 2 pieces, and then the piece that was selected I deleted. That's all it is. It could have had this one selected, but it had that one selected, and press delete, it would have got rid of that one. But because that one was selected, it got rid of that one. I need to right click to click on delete, right? So if you want that, right? So let's just kick off that a minute, right? So let's get the last one on, and let's just see how long it's going to be in a minute. Let's go over there first, click on that. Right, now I'm going to left click, drag, put that one on. So they're all on there then, right? Let's just check that's not too big. if it'll go over there in a minute. Come on. Yeah, that's not too big at all. They're all okay. Right. What I want to do is I'm just going to drag it down slowly so I can get the 4 videos seen together like that. And then I'm going to drag down with my mouse, with my left mouse button held down, so that it selects all them 4. And then I'm going to right click and group. Right, so grouped all them together. Right, so then we're all in a group. Now I'm going to scale them down from this corner together, because obviously they're grouped now, like that. And I'm going to bring it to the center of the, whoops, that's not the center, there, right. And I might just bring it down a little touch from there, like that. Okay, that's ready, and all I need to do now is go on to the rocket, which is the studio area again. This rocket here. So that's the second icon down from the left, top left there. Okay, right, and now we're on the studio area again. I'm gonna scroll down on this scroll bar here, and I'm just gonna show you the hands are here. Look, there's the hands. Click on there. You got different assets and things like that, right? You got this one, which is just an ordinary piggy bank one. We'll put that on and show you what it does. It isn't hard to imagine what you can do with that. There ain't a lot you can do with it, but you can play about with it a little bit with resizing and stuff like that. But oh, it didn't show you there. Look, see. Right, so that would be, say, if you wanted to do somebody telling the child to save your money for a rainy day and stuff like that, and then put it in a piggy bank. So you could do that, couldn't you? Right, that's what that would be used for. Obviously, I'm having problems with my computer. There's something going on with Create Studio. It might be because I've got too many assets on there. Is a possibility. But it's playing up a little bit, right? So be aware of that. Right, so next I'm going to put this tablet one on, because these ones are a bit more difficult than the others. All the others are basic, easy things to do, except for the ones with the where you're swiping, right? So I'm going to show you the swipes because some of the hardest ones. All the others are quite simple. Some of these are non-moving, some of them are just images. That one's probably that's an image, so you can use that to swipe with across. You wanted to, so you could use that to swipe with. You could put it down there, and you could put add animation on it and position like that, and then just do end position and go over here. Right, so you swipe it off like that, so it would go. Wait a minute, let's do it in a minute. There you go. That's how you, and then you'd have to have your image obviously doing the same thing, right? So all you do is just put the same animation on that, right? But we're not doing that. What we're going to do is we're going to do the swipes, the proper swipes, and we're going to use one of these tablets from further up. Let's go back up. I'll use that one there, and as you can see, I just drag it onto the canvas as I do with everything else. Oh, I should have put that at the front. Never mind. Just take that there and drag that in position. Come on. It's taking a bit of time, I'm afraid. I'm getting some problems with it. That's it. Okay. Right, now we've got that in position. What we need to do is make sure it's full size. When we're sure of that, we can click on the group, and what we need to do is put these sides level with the actual circumference of the tablet, like that. Back in the middle, like there, if we can. like that. And that one's right, it's just this one. Then we're okay, I think. Like that. So they should be, all of them should be even with each other. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask them. You can see at the moment they haven't got the little spot with the little circle with the spot in it on the corners. But if I mask it, you see it suddenly appeared, right? Now you just use that to see if you're covering to the right corner. You must make sure you make it rounded a little bit, because otherwise the corner will be showing off the back of there, and you don't want that. Well, you want it to look alright. Okay? Well, now I've done that, we can start doing some animation in a minute, because that's masked. But as you can see, you'll see in a minute what happens with that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I need to now stroll along to the first swipe position of that hand. Like that. Right, so I need to go back there. That's where it is, the position there. There, right, that's where we want to go. So we need to go to the group now. Click on the double click on the group. Right, and the first one, we need to select it. Make sure it's selected, right, like that. Then we'd add animation on there, position, and easing linear. Right, and first position is where it is, so we just click on it and click on the image. Second position is where it's going to be, which is going to be off screen, so we need to swipe it off the screen. Like so, make sure you get it fully off the screen there. Okay, so that'll be okay. Right, now because I've done that one, next thing I need to do is click on the second one down and give that an animation for when that comes in just after it's there. So I'm going to add animation, linear, and properties, scale. And what I'm going to do is put the end scale as right, and the beginning scale has got to be way out, way up. Right, so we're going to go to scale and put it really to the top. Right, and you'll see what happens then. So it'll go like that and come in. Okay, that's that one. Now we need to go back to the main timeline. So now that one's come through, and then we go to the next swipe. We need to go to the next swipe, right? And it's going. Isn't it there? Well, there, right? Okay, we click on the group again. Double click on the group. Then we go on the second one. We're going to select the second one. And we want to do add animation and do the first animation that we did on the first one on the second one at that point, right? So the first position was right, and the second position, wipe it off all the way as well. Don't forget to get it all the way off. Don't get it all the way off, we could be in trouble with it. It'll make it look funny. Right, so now we're going to go back slightly like we did on the first one, so we can get the third one to do the same animation as the second one did when it was coming in, right? So with this one we'd add animation, scale, and the second keyframe is where it's supposed to be. We click on make sure the keyframe is blue, and then click on that. Then go on to the first one of the keyframes and click on that, and then we go to scale and scale it way up, right? Okay, so it's scaled right up to 300. Okay, so that's fine. Now we go back, we go on group. If you got the replace in the way, just go on group and it'll disappear, and then click on back to main timeline. Right, now we need to go for another swipe after this one, so we just go back to the end of there and keep going till we get to the next swipe. And there, right, so we're going to click on group again. And here we're going to go on here. The third one has got to be selected first, which I did. Add animation again. Position. Forgot to put these in on the second one, don't I? So I'll have to do that one in a minute. Right, so I'll go back on here. Was that the one? No, that was the other one, boy, I think. Let's see what that one is. I forgot to check that. That should be linear there. Yeah, that's right. So this one's got to be. If you click between the lines, it'll come back up. You see. Now you go there. Linear. Between those two keyframes, there's a little faint grey line. If you click on that, you can get these back up. You see. Right. So that's what I did because I forgot to put linear on that one. Right. But I put linear on that one. So the first position is where it's supposed to be. Right, so I've done that. Now second position is off screen again. Right, so I'm going to take it off screen as far as you can get it across there. And this is the last one. That's the image. But obviously, as you can see, we haven't got any space on there. So what we can do is just take that across a little bit. We can take that across to the end of there from that side. Doesn't matter because you ain't seen it till the whoops. You ain't seen it till the end anyway, so we just do that. Fine. Right, that'll be okay. And then what we do is we're gonna do the same as we did on the others with this one. I just do add animation, linear, properties, scale. And the second position is, that's right, that should be that. Okay. And the first position is, it's actually scale up. Right, so scale that, and that should scale in. That should be it, and then you get the bit of that. Right, so we go back to group now there, just to get that off, and then get back to main timeline. Now let's just play this from the beginning. It mightn't work, but on preview lately mine ain't been working right. But when I render it, it'll work perfect. Right, so let's just put it back to the beginning and let's just try it first and see how it goes. As you can see, it's glitching there. Yeah, it just didn't do it, show the thing. He's doing it at the wrong aspect at the moment. You see that, right? It's not working on there according to that. And that one just jumped then, I saw that. There was a jump in that one, was there? What I'm going to do is have a look at it again, just to check, see which one jumped. It just jumped instead of actually going right properly. Let's just do that. Now, see, they moved. When I scroll on, it's working. When I don't scroll on, it doesn't work. Right, so you gotta check the scroll like that. See, next one coming up in a minute, and it'll scroll. Yeah, the next one coming up in a minute. There you go. That's right. That's how it's supposed to work. Okay, and the first one, I need to go back to the first one of the group. Let's just go back into the first one, and there I need to put a thingy on the first one. Wait a minute, I've got to go up one because there's only one more. There it is, that one. I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the first one. Right. I need to put a motion on that, and that's to scale in. Scale down. I mean, yeah, scale down. So it scales down to there. So I'm going to move this back that way a little bit. It scales from there to the way it should be. And that should be alright then. So it goes down like that. And it does the rest of the stuff. Yeah? That'll look alright there. So, yeah. Oh, that one's a bit smaller. That shouldn't have been smaller. Let's just check that again. Let's go back on here. I'm just going to check there now because that one's gone too small. When it's down, it shouldn't be that small. Oh, hold on, let's check that. That was Isn't it? Not that one, it's this one. That one shouldn't be that small, should be higher. That should be bigger, slightly, there. Why that's not done that right. Okay, now try that again. From the beginning, let's try that. That's why it went funny before, when it jumped a little bit, that's what it was. That's better. That was there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So now, I'm just gonna stop it. Go back to the beginning. Click on the group to get rid of the replace, and then click on back to the timeline, and then play it from the start. Hopefully it'll work. It won't while it's on preview for some reason. I don't know why. Sometimes it don't work that time. As you can see, it's glitching again. There you go. It's glitched again. Right, but that should work fine. And what we can do at the end, we get to the very end of the video. You need to put in a fade or something there. Fade off the end. So open that now, unlock that, and we can fade from there. So we're gonna, the very end here, we're gonna fade all these. So from about here, let's just put this one, motion, out, fade, out. Let's put it about there. Right, and then next one, down. Yeah, and motion, out, fade, out. The same, and then this one. That should be it then. Motion, fade, fade out. Always remember to do the out before the fade. It don't work otherwise, and that needs to come in that way. Put that in that, whoops, put that way a bit, and then pull that across that way. Yeah. Okay, so that's done now, and that'll be all right. So that'll be it finished. Once you've done that, all you need to do is then save it. So let's just play it and just double check, see if it's working. Obviously it's not working right because of it's a preview and it's glitching because of the preview, right? Because of the amount of assets I've got on here. I've got a load of assets on. It's not doing it right. So I'm going to just click on save project, and I'm going to save project as where does it, see if it's on here already. I might just go over something. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. I think I have it somewhere. Using the set to no, that ain't it. Could have sworn I put one on. No, can't see it. What I'm going to do is I'll put swipe tutorial. On hands. Swipe tutorial on hands. Right. Okay. So I've done that. Now I'm going to do publish. Okay, publish like that. Output file. Click on that and put, yeah, just call it video, and save it onto, yes, I'm going to do that. Save it onto my desktop, and once we've saved it, you'll see it'll work okay, or should do. Right, now let's just open the file and have a look at it. didn't work. That's working. There you go. It's working now. Alright, that should be working okay now. I'll just try it again. Let's try it again and make sure it's working. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's working perfect now. Okay. So, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I know it's been basically on the swiping, but the rest on it, it's pretty easy to do. I've already covered those things in previous tutorials on how to mess about with images and videos, but the swipe ones are a bit more difficult, so you've got to check them, right? But that's why I've done this tutorial anyway. So I hope it's been useful to you anyway. If it has, please like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you very much for watching.